Titanic remains one of the most iconic and emotional films ever made. And today we're taking a heartfelt trip down memory lane. So grab a cozy seat by the fire and let's revisit the legendary cast of Titanic then and now. From their ages during filming to where they are in 2025, you'll discover how these unforgettable actors have changed, grown, and sadly in some cases, left us with cherished memories. Let's sail through time together. Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio played the unforgettable role of Jack Dawson in Titanic, the charming third-class passenger who falls in love with Rose aboard the ill-fated ship. At just 23 years old during filming, DiCaprio delivered a heartfelt performance that turned him into a global icon. Jack's free-spirited nature and tragic love story resonated deeply with audiences, cementing the character as one of cinema's most beloved. Before Titanic, DiCaprio had already earned acclaim for roles in This Boy's Life and What's Eating Gilbert Grape, which landed him an Academy Award nomination. He continued to rise with major films like Catch Me If You Can, Inception, The Great Gatsby, and The Revenant, finally winning his first Oscar in 2016. As of 2025, DiCaprio is 50 years old, living a healthy private life while passionately advocating for climate action through his Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation.
Ice fishing is, you know where you...
I know what ice fishing is.
Sorry. You just seem like, kind of an indoor girl.
Flaming fireball, and it was all Russian passengers, and I kind of felt like I'd already died and gone to heaven because no one said anything.
Frances Fisher. Frances Fisher portrayed Ruth DeWitt Bukater, Rose's strict and status-obsessed mother, in Titanic. She was 45 years old during filming and delivered a powerful performance as a woman caught between societal expectations and personal fears. Ruth's cold demeanor highlighted the class divisions aboard the ship, making her one of the film's most complex characters. Before Titanic, Fisher was already well known for roles in TV dramas in films like Unforgiven, 1992. Over the years, she has continued her successful acting career with appearances in The Lincoln Lawyer, Resurrection, and Watchmen. A respected figure in both film and television, Fisher has also been an active voice in actors' unions and industry matters. As of 2025, she is 72 years old and living a healthy, active life, continuing to work steadily in film and television while advocating for artistic and social causes.
Do you want to see me working as a seamstress? Is that what you want?
Well, now Screen Actors Guild, SAG-AFTRA. There are a lot of issues that are happening in the world, and
David Warner. David Warner played Spicer Lovejoy, Cal Hockley's loyal yet sinister valet in Titanic. He was 56 years old at the time of filming and brought a calm, threatening presence to the role. Lovejoy, with his cold stare and unwavering loyalty to Cal, was a memorable secondary villain, always lurking and watching. Warner had a long and distinguished career before Titanic, appearing in classics such as The Omen, Tron, and Time Bandits. He was also known for his work in Shakespearean theater and his versatile performances in film, TV, and voice acting. Sadly, David Warner passed away on July 24, 2022, at the age of 80 in Northwood, London, England. He is remembered as one of Britain's most talented and respected character actors, with a career that spanned over 5 decades and left a lasting impact on audiences around the world.
Don't. Now you're going to have to turn around.
He'll tell you. I just need him.
Mr. Hockley and Mrs. DeWitt Bukater continue to be appreciative of your assistance.
And I'd usually, in the UK, been in studio pictures with the discipline, so we're right out in the desert. So as far as I'm concerned, as you
Billy Zane. Billy Zane portrayed Caledon Hockley, Rose's wealthy, controlling fiancé, in Titanic. He was 31 years old during filming and delivered a chilling performance as the arrogant antagonist. Cal's obsession with status and control provided the perfect contrast to Jack's free spirit. Zane had already appeared in films like Dead Calm and The Phantom before Titanic, but his role as Cal made him widely recognized. After the film's success, he continued acting in both film and television. including roles in Charmed, Zoolander, and The Believer. Known for his versatility and love of complex characters, Zane has also worked as a producer and artist. As of 2025, he is 59 years old and living a creative and healthy life, balancing acting projects with his visual art career and occasional appearances at fan events celebrating his iconic role in the beloved film.
56 carats to be exact. It was worn by Louis XVI.
You know,
Completely bad.
not
It's sort of
completely bad.
ambiguous, right?
I do,
Yeah.
I do. I like mining understanding in these questionable characters. Not sympathy per se.
Bill Paxton. Bill Paxton played Brock Lovett, the modern-day treasure hunter searching for the heart of the ocean in Titanic. He was 42 years old during filming and portrayed Brock as both driven and deeply moved by Rose's story. Paxton's grounded, emotional performance helped frame the film's connection between past and present. A prolific actor and director, he had already starred in blockbuster hits like Twister, Aliens, Apollo 13, and True Lies before Titanic. Paxton was known for his charisma, energy, and ability to shift between action, drama, and humor. Tragically, Bill Paxton passed away on February 25, 2017, due to complications following heart surgery. He was 61 years old. His death was deeply felt across the film industry, where he was remembered as a talented, kind-hearted professional who brought depth and authenticity to every role he played.
Turn the camera off.
Ron, partners would like to know how it's going.
Hey, Dave. Very high. Look, it wasn't in the safe.
And they take us very close by. We were on the Dartmouth side of Halifax Bay. And so all of a sudden, here's 150 crew.
Kate Winslet. Kate Winslet starred as Rose DeWitt Bukater, the independent and courageous young woman who defies expectations in Titanic. She was just 22 years old during filming and earned widespread acclaim for her performance. Rose's transformation from a constrained society girl to a passionate, self-reliant survivor is one of the film's emotional cores. Winslet received an Academy Award nomination for her role and became one of Hollywood's most respected actresses. Prior to Titanic, she had already gained recognition in Sense and Sensibility and Heavenly Creatures. Winslet continued her critically acclaimed career with roles in The Reader, winning an Oscar, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Steve Jobs, and Mayor of Easttown. As of 2025, she is 49 years old, living a healthy life and continuing to impress audiences with bold, heartfelt performances across film and television.
500 invitations have gone out. All of Philadelphia society will be there. And all the while I feel I'm standing in the middle of a crowded room.
Yeah.
What? Okay, really? We're really cold.
Yeah, I was really cold.
But why was it actually...
Danny Nucci. Danny Nucci played Fabrizio, Jack Dawson's lively and loyal best friend in Titanic. At 29 years old during filming, Nucci brought warmth and humor to the role, making Fabrizio one of the film's most endearing side characters. His strong friendship with Jack and optimistic spirit left a lasting impression despite his tragic fate. Nucci had appeared in several films before Titanic, including Crimson Tide and The Rock. After Titanic, he continued to work in television and film, notably starring in the series The Fosters and guest roles in NCIS, Castle, and Criminal Minds. Known for his easygoing screen presence, Nucci has remained a steady character actor in Hollywood. As of 2025, he is 56 years old, living a healthy life and continuing to act in both television and independent film projects with dedication and charm.
Ragazzo mio, you see, it's my destino. And like I told you, I go to America to be millionaire. Bastardo.
Mike is, it's so funny. The kids make fun of the younger cast members make fun. They say we should do a spin-off called Try Harder, Mike. And I think
Bernard Hill portrayed Captain Edward James Smith, the calm and dignified commander of the RMS Titanic in Titanic, 1997. He was 53 years old during filming and brought a strong, authoritative presence to the role, portraying a man burdened by leadership in the face of inevitable disaster. Before Titanic, Hill was already acclaimed for his performance in the British series Boys from the Black Stuff, and appeared in films such as Gandhi. He later became beloved worldwide for his role as King Theoden in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Known for his powerful screen presence and versatility, Hill had a remarkable career spanning decades. Sadly, Bernard Hill passed away on May 5, 2024, at the age of 79. The cause of death was not publicly disclosed. He is remembered as a legendary actor whose roles left a lasting impact on cinema history.
Oh, not to worry. Quite normal for this time of year. In fact, we're speeding up. I've just ordered down on one of the dives to the wreck. He said, right, I want to go to...
Victor Garber. Victor Garber took on the role of Thomas Andrews, the kind-hearted and thoughtful shipbuilder of the Titanic in Titanic. He was 48 years old at the time of filming and delivered a deeply human performance, portraying Andrews as a man burdened by responsibility and empathy. His quiet heroism, especially in the ship's final moments, left a lasting impression on audiences. Before Titanic, Garber had a successful career on Broadway and in film, with credits including Godspell and Sleepless in Seattle. He continued to find success afterward in shows like Alias, Legends of Tomorrow, and Power. Garber is also a celebrated stage actor and a 4-time Tony Award nominee. As of 2025, he is 76 years old and living a healthy life, remaining active in both television and theater, while being respected for his classically trained talent and dignified presence.
Not 5. As she goes down by the head, the water will spill over the tops of the bulkheads at E deck from one to the next.
Honestly, I had to stay. I was there shooting for months and months and months.
Yes.
I had to stay for another month while I did nothing for one shot that they never...
Kathy Bates. Kathy Bates played the unforgettable Molly Brown, the unsinkable Molly Brown, in Titanic, bringing warmth, wit, and resilience to the role. She was 49 years old during filming and portrayed a real-life American socialite who became a hero during the Titanic disaster. Bates's performance was filled with heart, perfectly balancing strength and humor. Before Titanic, she had already won an Academy Award for Misery, 1990, and was known for her versatility in both drama and comedy. Following Titanic, Bates continued to shine in films like About Schmidt, Richard Jewell, and The Blind Side, as well as TV roles in American Horror Story and Harry's Law. As of 2025, she is 76 years old, living a vibrant life while continuing to act and advocate for cancer awareness after overcoming breast cancer herself. She remains one of Hollywood's most admired and enduring talents.
Cut her meat for her too there, Cal? Hey, who thought of the name Titanic? Was it you, Bruce?
Well, yes, actually.
for ever since she was in her teens.
Yes.
And now it's legal, or to paraphrase Michelle Obama, you know, when they go low, we get high.
Jason Barry. Jason Barry portrayed Tommy Ryan, the passionate and spirited Irish immigrant in Titanic, who befriends Jack Dawson on board the ship. He was 25 years old during filming and gave a lively and heartfelt performance that helped humanize the third-class experience. Tommy's fierce energy and loyalty made him a standout among supporting characters. Barry, born in Ireland, had already begun building his acting career in local theater and television before landing the role. After Titanic, he continued acting in films such as The Still Life and Sons of Liberty, and also worked behind the camera as a director. Known for his quiet commitment to craft, he has appeared in both Irish and international productions. As of 2025, Jason Barry is 52 years old, living a healthy life and occasionally appearing at Titanic fan events and on-screen in film and TV roles.
Get back in there! You can't keep us locked in here like animals. The ship's bloody sinking!
And I mean, I'm a bit jet lagged and stuff, so I'm kind of a bit out of it. And I walked in, and literally within about 20 minutes, like there was hordes of people wanting photographs, wanting all sorts of stuff. So
Jonathan Hyde. Jonathan Hyde portrayed J. Bruce Ismay, the managing director of the White Star Line in Titanic. He was 49 years old during filming and delivered a layered performance of a man torn between authority, ambition, and cowardice. Ismay's controversial actions during the sinking were portrayed with nuance and depth by Hyde. Prior to Titanic, he was well known for roles in Richie Rich, Jumanji, and The Mummy. With his refined presence and distinct voice, Hyde has remained a versatile actor across genres. He has also had a significant career in British theatre, including work with the Royal Shakespeare Company. As of 2025, Jonathan Hyde is 76 years old, living a healthy and active life, still involved in film, television, and stage productions. His portrayal of Ismay remains one of the most discussed and remembered from the ensemble cast of Titanic.
I leave it to your good offices to decide what's best. What a glorious end to your final crossing if we were to get into New York on Tuesday night and surprise you.
And a lot of enthusiasm. Yeah.
What can you tell us about the shows here?
Very different journeys. And anybody who follows the book.
Gloria Stuart. Gloria Stuart portrayed the older version of Rose Dawson Calvert in Titanic, bringing deep emotion and nostalgia to the film's narrative. She was 87 years old during filming and beautifully narrated Rose's story with grace and authenticity. Stewart's performance earned her an Academy Award nomination, making her the oldest nominee for Best Supporting Actress at the time. A star of Hollywood's golden age, she appeared in classic films like The Invisible Man, 1933, and Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm before stepping away from acting for decades. Her return in Titanic marked a stunning second act to her career. Sadly, Gloria Stuart passed away on September 26, 2010, at the age of 100 in Los Angeles, California. Her portrayal of Old Rose became iconic, and she is remembered as a timeless figure who bridged classic Hollywood and modern cinema in one unforgettable role. Now that we've looked back at the faces behind Titanic, who's your favorite character? And how do you feel knowing that some of these incredible talents are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and see you next time on deck.